Good afternoon. My name is Brittany Malika, and today I will be presenting a strategic analysis of CVS Health. The company was founded in 1963, and it started as a chain selling health and beauty products. They merged with a pharmacy benefit manager in 2007, pharmacy benefit manager, also known as PBM, and renamed the company to CVS Caremark. They rebranded to CVS Health in 2014, reflecting its broader commitment to healthcare. They acquired Aetna in 2018, marking the start of transforming the consumer healthcare experience. Their external environment. So the healthcare industry in the United States is extremely complex. The U.S. has one of the most complex healthcare systems in the world, and it's highly regulated and managed by many federal and state agencies. The U.S. also has the greatest healthcare spending, sitting at over 10,000 per capita. And there are over 784,000 companies in the U.S. healthcare sector. The driving forces of change in the industry are dissatisfied customers, increased cost sharing, skyrocketing costs, especially of prescription drugs, and the complexities within the healthcare system that make it confusing for consumers, as well as access and convenience and the digital transformation. There are 5 forces that impact the industry, and that is threat of new entrants, existing competitors, bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers, and the threat of substitute products. The biggest forces are threat of new entrants. So despite there being many barriers to entry, such as high capital costs, high production costs, all of the legal and political restrictions and regulations, despite all of that, the healthcare industry is changing drastically, and it's growing significantly, which brings new ways of doing things in terms of innovation. And this also puts pressure on the existing competitors. So the insurtech movement is giving a rise to new entrants, and insurers are also facing the ongoing threat of big techs like Amazon and Google entering the insurance space. And the power of suppliers. Suppliers have a broader definition. This could be individual providers, healthcare entities, medical supply companies. They traditionally have had power in the industry. However, with the changes in technology, their power is actually decreasing because there's new ways of delivering care to patients. So their force is moderate. And then the bargaining power of buyers. So buyers can be considered the public payers, private payers, and self-payers. And the industry is, like I said, very complex, but there are many healthcare plans that are out there. And so buyers have a lot of different options. However, they're all relatively similar because of the regulations in the industry. So the bargaining power of buyers is moderate. There is new awareness and transparency into the industry, so this is giving a little bit more power to the buyers. And then there is the threat of substitute products or services. So traditionally, this was not a very big threat because, again, it's a highly regulated industry and there wasn't much difference in the products and services that were being offered. However, now that the industry is transforming digitally and there's new technology, this is giving some accessibility to new companies to design and innovate new products and services. And the rivalry among existing competitors is high. There are many big competitors in the industry, and insurers compete as well with government insurance program, risk retention groups, and self-insured entities. And the price of the insurance product is highly regulated. So really the differentiator is the quality of services that they offer. There are many different factors that impact the healthcare industry. Political and legal factors are definitely two big ones, with insurance mandates, tax legislation, regulation, government influence, as well as all of the different programs that are in place through the government and the different regulations that are put in place with these programs, as well as COBRA, HIPAA, healthcare reform, antitrust regulation. Also, new technological advancements in this industry. The digital transformation, convenience, and access is becoming better due to these technological advancements. And then technology is also impacting the products and services that are offered. And then economic, inflation, unemployment, and interest rates all impact this industry. These things impact consumer spending, therefore impacting the industry as well. Social factors, demographics, public values, fears, beliefs, cultural norms, trends in the community, all impact the healthcare industry. They have to be aware of what these demographics and trends are so that they can effectively meet the needs of their consumers, as well as ecological factors, environmentally friendliness and sustainability and environmental standards and laws that impact the companies that are in this industry. The key competitors in the industry are Cigna, United Health Group, and Walgreens. So Cigna and United Health Group have a similar model to CVS Health in that they have insurance services, health insurance, and also a pharmacy benefit manager, also known as a PBM. So Cigna has a global presence as well, and their PBM, Express Scripts, is the second leading PBM in the industry behind CVS Caremark. United Health Group is, like I said, another similar model. Their PBM is Optum Rx, and their revenue is fairly close to CVS Health. So Cigna, their biggest threat to CVS Health is that their Express Scripts PBM is second in the industry. And then with United Health Group, I would say that it's a similar model. And again, their revenues are close to CVS Health. And then for Walgreens, it is the second largest pharmacy retail chain behind CVS Retail. So again, posing a threat to the company. And they do have more stores throughout the United States and a global presence, but CVS still fills more prescriptions. Walgreens entered a partnership with Microsoft to lead their digital transformation in 2019, which is a huge threat and poses a risk to CVS Health. Their internal environment, so their purpose, also known as their mission, is helping people on their path to better health. And they do this through their strategy, creating unmatched human connections to transform the healthcare experience. And they also really take into consideration their values throughout every aspect of the company, including their ethics and code of conduct. And they are also big on corporate social responsibility. They have given a lot of money back to communities, expanded access to communities, all to make sure that they are fighting these public health challenges, as well as being a huge piece in the COVID-19 pandemic in terms of testing and vaccinations. Their strengths are their brand, their U.S. market penetration, as well as their full suite of healthcare services and products across the entire healthcare spectrum. They also have superior access through their retail clinics, health hubs, and minute clinics. They have superior customer service. They're well known for their excellent customer service, and they've also had very strong financial performance over the last 5 years, with revenues increasing year over year. Their weakness is that their business model can be imitated. However, it would be costly because, again, although there are many companies that have a similar model in healthcare and PBMs, they do not have as big as a retail presence. They are dependent on the U.S. retail market. Their opportunities are e-commerce growth, digital transformation, and international expansion, and then also the aging population and trends in health crises. Threats are competition, again, the digital transformation, big tech, insurtech, companies moving into the industry, and also changing consumer behaviors. Their brick and mortar locations are a big revenue stream for the company. And with consumer behavior transforming into this digital e-commerce space, this could be a threat to the company, as well as the regulatory pressures in the US, especially since they are so focused on the US market. Their core competency is their integrated products and services across the entire spectrum of healthcare. So this is value and minimizes costs, ensures profitability, and provides value in the form of affordability and convenience for customers. And it is organized in a way that they achieve optimal operational effectiveness and an effective value chain. And so this is rare because, as I mentioned, nobody has this exact model similar to them. It would be costly to imitate because one of these companies that do have a healthcare and PBM model would have to also acquire a retail pharmacy chain. Their generic competitive strategy is cost leadership. It minimizes costs for retail pharmacies, formulary management, and healthcare services by sharing resources and capabilities across their entire organization and value chain, which again leads to increased efficiency and lower costs, as well as a competitive advantage. Their corporate strategy for growth, really since the inception, has been mergers and acquisitions. They are very big on acquiring and merging with other companies. And over the years, this has led to a decrease in competition, increased opportunity for the company, improved efficiency, and enhanced solutions and innovative products and services that lower costs and differentiate the company. And sources of value creation are, like I said, significantly reduces the competition, lowers costs, and then increase differentiation. So the strategic issue that I've identified is really the industry threat of digital transformation and the potential to disrupt the industry. Big tech companies, insurtech movement, and then with Walgreens' recent partnership with Microsoft, this all poses a huge threat to the company in terms of competition. And CVS Health has limited capabilities when it comes to competing with these tech-savvy companies. So my recommendation for them to better position themselves to sustain a competitive advantage and get ahead of the potential industry disruption is to form a strategic alliance with a tech company. This will allow them to compete and to further diversify and expand their products and services. Thank you.